Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to week number 4 of the dividend investing case study. I can't believe it's almost been a month since we started this investing case study. If you guys don't know, we started this investing case study earlier this month where basically every single week I would put $100 into a brand new dividend portfolio, and we're trying to build it up to be 6 figures. Kind of funny, right? Time really flies by, but here we are in the 4th week, month number 1. So a few things I want to point out before we get into we do the updates and stuff when you actually buy our stocks for the day. Very first thing I want to talk about is because I noticed that $100 a week isn't and I talked about this earlier on before. It's not a ton of money. It is kind of for some people, but like in the beginning, it's a good number. But over time, I feel like we need to add a little bit more to reach your goals of hitting 6 figures, especially if you want to hit it within a reasonable time frame. So I think what I'm going to do is every single month I'm going to add a little bit of extra. So I think we're going to go at $10 a month extra every single month. So if you think about that, $10 isn't that much. It ends up being $40 a month, right? So $10 every week is $40 a month. But that going forward into the end of time starts to really add up, because if you think about it, at the end of the year, that's like an extra $400 a month you're investing. Is my math right on that? If you're putting in an extra 10, no, it'd be a hundred. It'd be about you'd be around $200-ish a month, or something a little bit over 200. So that really adds up quite a bit at the end of the year. So I think we're gonna stick an extra $10. We're gonna finish up this month or this week at $100, but starting next month we're gonna go $110 into our fund every single week. So, and then next month after that, 120, then 130. You guys get the picture, kind of thing. Because I think that'll teach us, and this is how you guys should do it as well if you're following along. Like if you're picking a number that's small or whatever like that, try to challenge yourself. Adding an extra $10 a week. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but over time it adds up. And if you kind of stick to that number, you'll see that growth. So that's something I want to talk about, because I think that it's really important, because we're not going to hit 6 figures if we keep putting in $100 a week, kind of thing. I want to kind of slowly raise that, but I want to do it slowly to kind of show you guys that you don't have to jump into this really fast. You can just pick a small number and slowly build it up over time, and you'll definitely get there. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing I want to talk about is, if you are new to this investing series, I'll link to the whole playlist in the description of this video. Watch the whole playlist so you guys can see all the different trades we're doing and whatnot. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so that you guys can see these updates on a regular basis. So here's my Wealthsimple account here. I'm logged in here today. We're sitting at $422. We are up 31 cents, so 0.10% today. If we go over the month or over the week, we'll just do this. We're up by $6, so $6.85. So that's actually pretty cool. Stocks actually, he's seen a nice little increase this week, which I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we're still going up. I'm not too sure what's going to happen for the rest of the year, but I am surprised that things are still going up after such a good year last year. And then over the whole month, we were up $8. Wow, 2.81% in the past month. Wow, I'm very surprised about that. But hey, I'm not complaining, kind of thing. So that's pretty solid. And going down here, these are our funds. We have VDI, which is a Vanguard Dividend Yield Fund. I think this is just US based. This is it's Canadian based. Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield. Forgot about that. We have that one. We have the VYMI, which is a Vanguard International High Dividend Yield ETF. And we have XRD, which is a Canadian REIT. And today, I think what I'm going to do is, at the end of every month, I'm going to pick one individual stock to invest to. And again, these are going to be focused on high dividend stocks, because that's what this portfolio is, the dividend-based portfolio. I kind of have the base of my portfolio figured out. I do need to get a US stock of some kind, probably like an ETF of some kind. So we'll focus on that in the next one. But for this month, I'm actually going to pick a stock. We're not going to pick an ETF. We're going to pick a stock, and I think at the end of every single month, we're going to pick a stock and stick whatever we're investing into a stock, because I think that'd be pretty cool to kind of mix things up and whatnot. As long as we have a base of good solid ETFs and whatnot, I feel pretty comfortable with this portfolio with picking some individual stocks. So once again, we have $108 to trade here today. The stock that I'm going to actually go over today is going to be a Canadian stock, and this is a Shaw Communications. They are basically like an internet company. They do internet, phone, stuff like that. We're going to go over the max here, and you guys can see this company, how it's risen over the years. In terms of growth, you can see here that it's had a few big jumps in early 2000s. As of recently, it hasn't had two major jumps, but it seems to be pretty steady, right? But I don't really care too much about the value. Like if the value goes over time, like it is a pretty cheap stock coming in at $26. That might be like 20 bucks American. So it's a pretty cheap stock. So it doesn't need to see like huge increases to get some good value. But you guys can see here that it's kind of like going up and down and whatnot. But it did have a nice little increase last year. You can see that in 2018 here. It did rise up a little bit last year, so that's pretty good. But the most important thing about this stock is, number one, it has a very good dividend yield. It's got 4.43% dividend yield. So basically what that makes is you can expect to make 4.43% in dividends every single year. So the stock doesn't really need to rise a ton in order to get it like a good return from it, because you got a high dividend yield, right? And that's the focus with dividend companies. And if you're putting those dividends and reinvesting them back into the stock, you'll get even more growth, because then you'll get even more dividends. So it's a pretty solid company. I think I know them. They're pretty good here. They're pretty popular. I actually take my internet from them. I actually use Shaw for my internet, so it's kind of funny, right? I don't know if they're big in the U.S., but I do know they are Canadian based, coming out of Calgary. God, I can't even talk this morning. Calgary, Edmonton, founded in 1966, so they have been around for a while. All right, so and this is actually interesting right here. They actually own Freedom Mobile. I actually didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So let's look at the Shaw dividend. The Shaw dividend. So go Shaw dividend. Let's go history, because it's important to look at the history too as you picking like a dividend-based stock. So once again, we can see it's $26, so a pretty cheap stock. Annual dividend is 1.19, so that means that for every share you have over the course of the whole year, you're going to get $1.20 basically from it. And once again, that dividend yield is 4.43, and it's paid every monthly, so that's pretty awesome too. Once again, I think monthly dividend stocks are pretty solid. My portfolio is going to be a mix of the two. But if we can get like a nice solid monthly dividend stock coming in through like this one, you can see every single month we're going to be getting about 10 cents, 0.98. It's about roughly around 10 cents per share, and you get this every single month. So that's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's the stock we're going to buy today. I think we missed the payout date for this month though. As you can see, the ex-dividend date is on the 14th. So I think we missed the payout date, so we won't get any dividends this month. But that's okay, because we'll just get it next month. I'm okay with that. So I think we're going to go with Shaw Communications dividend yield for this week. Sorry. So if you guys are picking stocks for your own, feel free to recommend them in the comment section. I like to hear, because I've kind of was exploring stocks the other day, and I still don't know a lot of good dividend stocks. So let me know, guys. They can be Canadian, they can be American, they can be whatever. Just let me know in the comments, and I'd like to actually know about that. So let's go over to the Wealthsimple Trade app, and we are going to search for Shaw here. I actually searched for earlier just to make sure they actually had it. So we'll go Shaw, and let's go Shaw Communications Incorporate Class B. I think that's the right one. I'm just going to double check it. Shaw Communications. Let's go back here. Let's go Shaw stock. I just want to make sure it's the right one. I'm sure it is, but Shaw Communications Incorporated Class B. Okay, so that is the right one. Let's go back to BlueStacks. We have Shaw Communications Class B. Yes, that's the one we want. So $26 Canadian. Once again, it'd be about $20 US. Yeah, let's see how much we can buy here. We'll go buy, and we have $100. So if my math serves me correctly, we could buy about 4. Maybe 4? 108. Yes, that's like perfect. We have 108 to trade, and this is going to cost us 106. So we buy 4 shares of Shaw. We actually might even have Shaw in one of our Canadian ETFs. And this is the funny thing. A lot of these individual stocks we'll probably already have them in our ETFs. But you know what? It's just nice to have, like, a little bit extra shares, kind of, if you will. So we'll buy this here. Not enough funds to complete. What? Did I miss something else? Okay, let's try that again. Maybe I screwed that up. Maybe I misread that. Estimated cost 106, and I can trade 108. Why can't? I am so confused here. Okay, let's try 3 then. Maybe something's going on here. 3? Okay, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. It was kind of weird. Maybe there was like a tax or something, or like it wasn't adding in something extra. So there we go. It's kind of odd, but so we bought 3 shares of Shaw. So if we do our math correctly, we should be getting 30 cents a month in dividend for that as time goes on. and so that's sitting in our portfolio, sitting right here. There we go. There we go. SGRB is Shaw. Click on here, it says our Shaw, and there is a way to see our holdings. I'll see if I can actually bring that up. I can't remember how you do that. Portfolio? Oh, you click on the right here and you can see the actual holdings. Account summary. Because if we click on this, we can see like the thing here. Oh, the holdings are right underneath here. You just got to click on it, then it shows you the shares. Okay, guys, that was my bad. It actually sets a percentage of your portfolio. That's kind of cool too. That's actually good to know the percentages and stuff like that, and the total values. Okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do with the extra left over, we're going to buy a share of XRE, because I think that's the only thing I can really buy on here. If we have 20, I want to kind of try to use up the little bit extra money we have every single week we invest. So I'm going to buy 1 shares of these, because XRE is a solid REIT that should give us a dividend this month, I believe. Not too sure, but we'll confirm this order. Confirm that order. Just grab some of that, and that should go through. And we have $8 left, and that's cool. And there we go. So we bought our stocks today. So we bought Shaw Communications, and we bought another share of XRD, which once again is a very solid. So we have two stocks, or one ETF and 1 stock that's bringing us in monthly dividends, and then we have our other ETFs bringing in, I think, quarterly dividends. So next week, I think I'm going to go into an ETF. We'll probably look at some US stocks to help bring a US stock portfolio. Yeah, probably go with the US ETF. So if you guys can recommend anything that's high dividend yield for that, please let me know, because I'm definitely looking forward to that. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. That's all I'm going to do for stocks today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thanks for joining me on this journey. We made it to 1 month, guys. Feel pretty good. It's pretty awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for chilling with me today, and I'll see you guys later.